It's 2026. It's 2026. And we're gonna sing in peace. We're gonna sing in light. Peace in our hearts, peace in my mind, and peace in the earth. And I want you to join me. Let there be peace in my mind. Let there be peace on the earth. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti. That's your part. Sing it with me. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Peace inside my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind, God and only God I live to see. Peace inside my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind, God and only God is moving me. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Yes. Beautiful. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Let's take a nice deep breath.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Ashante Om. Yes, thank you. Arne Batson, everyone. And the one and only Briard Huggins. We have back with us today. I'm so excited to have them back with us today, individually, collectively, and then what they represent as expressions of the divine, energetically, vibrationally, the frequency of light and love that is each and collectively Briard and Arne. So thank you for being here, as well as I'm equally as excited for the vibrational frequency that is each one of you. And I say to you, Om Shanti. Om Shanti responded, yes. So a physical device. Arne asked me earlier if it was okay to sing that song, and I said, yes, I could use a little Om Shanti in my life. I don't know about you all, but I could use it. And not only do I appreciate using it as the words and that song itself and the beautiful melody and the presentation of it, but it takes me back. And I think today is going to be a day of reflecting back while building forward of when I first learned that the word Om is believed in Sanskrit when it's chanted to tune into the purest vibrational frequency there is. And then my understanding is Shanti is, yes, bring that into me. So it's Om, I am that which I am, that which I am, that which is existential beyond and inside. And by chanting Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om, I'm inviting in that vibrational resonance of it, and then tuning into it and consciously allowing that to then vibrate back from me. We just had that experience, and for that I say thank you and good morning. And so we are the Center for Spiritual Living Los Angeles. If you're joining us online, a big hello and welcome, and Om Shanti to you, whether it's through Zoom and or YouTube. And for all of you in the room, I'm Reverend Dr. Keith Cox, and this is our first Sunday together, heart to heart, in person. Now that the Gregorian calendar has spun its wheel and we've got a new digit in our world. Who's feeling like there's a new digit in your world? You know what? I think our mantra for the year is going to be, own your digit, baby. Own your digit.
We need a t-shirt.
We need a t-shirt, that's right. Or light merch. We'll go with merch for sure. I'm looking here at what the quote is to open my lesson this morning for us, and I think it's appropriate to just hear it as often today as we can, and it says this new year isn't asking you to become someone new. It's inviting you to return to yourself. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. May you walk forward with clarity, courage, and trust your inner light. That's really the essence of the philosophy, faith, and way of life of the science of mind, to remember that that which we are, that which we aspire to be, that which is always been there within us. Our role as mental contemplative beings is to remember that to the best of our ability as frequently as we can. And in so doing, that then aligns us with a frequency. That frequency is the only energy that there really is, which is that of light and love and the divine. And although there are times that it may appear and feel as if there are things that are contradictory to that, that's just an interpretation of the thing itself in a different way. But because we're contemplative beings, we're always at choice, always at choice. Always at choice. And in those remembrances of being at choice, our objective, I believe, as awakened, walking, talking, speaking, dancing, playing, crying, cajoling, whatever it is, shanti-ing, we are individuals to walk forward, mentally awake, alert, alive, with clarity, courage, and trust of our inner light. And so today we come together with that purpose and with that objective, whether we're aware of it or not, and I believe that most of us are aware of it, and to know that we come together to not only trust our own inner light, but to shine it among each other. So what I'd love for you to do, if you're up for it right now, is to briefly stand up, turn around, shine your light to each other. You can do that by touching, hugging, if that's good and safe for you. Can we just get a little tinkle tinkle and some music for us behind that? And if you don't know what to say Om Shanti. And so as everyone in the room is hugging and touching heart to heart and feeling the love of the Shanti, for those of you online, whether you're live or at a later date, I'm saying to you, hello, and may the grace of God, that is you, feel my love, my presence, my hug. You can come into the camera and hug me. Well, if you do, turn around and say hello, CSL-LA peeps. There you go. Bye. Okay, so as you all return to your seats, I know I created it, and I created it with purpose and with intention. I'll explain to you as you all sit down why I did it. All right, so let's all take a deep breath in together, inhaling and exhaling. And once again, a conscious inhalation as you return to your seats. Everyone, inhaling one. When I say return to your seats, I mean put your posterior in it as we inhale together. One. Back row. Let's break it up. I know. Hey, I'm letting them love. If I had an issue with it, I'd say sit your asses back down, but that's not what I'm saying. Except for now. Sit your asses back down. Okay, Sherry and company, turn around and focus on me. Trust your inner light and shine it on me. Sherry, Sherry, Sherry. Everybody together, 1, 2, 3. Sherry. There we go. And so I did shake us all up. And the reason I did that is, well, there are reasons, plural. But the first reason is because the birthday boy, Johnny Parker, just walked in. But it was because... But the reason that I wanted us to do that was because here we were in this very moment of having a very sacred, intimate, reflective moment. And those are important to have all at the same time. Make a decision to shake it up and shanti with each other and let your inner light acknowledge the inner light of others. And so as we continue, and it felt good, right? Yeah, that's all about what being in person's about, is being in person. So feeling that energy of transformation and of love and of light and of exchange that we've had, we're going to move now into our morning ritual called Calling in the Light. And so as you've now felt the light in its way, its other way, and you've felt it now with the exchange, and now you're reflecting that which was the exchange and the awakening and the awareness and the fun of Om Shanti and the song of Om Shanti, I invite you to hear the words of this ritual, Calling in the Light. And I say this each time we're together. Hear it as if it's the first time and as every time you've heard it before. Anchor into that. As well as it's a ritual that takes place in many communities that are Center for Spiritual Living communities, as is happening today, both through the state of California and across the U.S. and abroad. And so when we hear these words, I invite you to shine your light on them and to open up to a greater meaning of the collective of the words. Yes, in a ritualistic mantra fashion, but in that which is beyond that. And so we perform this ceremony, Calling in the Light, to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples and all faiths, you just take those words again, all peoples and all faiths, and all sentient beings all come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. I'm going to take liberty with this ritual today. And as we look at the illuminated wick of that candle, which appears as if it was just lit for the first time, but it's been burning in here this morning just to feel its presence. And all the times we've lit it before, let that be a reminder for each of us of the force of life that we speak of is transcendent of both our awareness and our own internal illumination. It's a living force. I'd like for us to invite in a shamanic awareness today and hear these words of this writing. The lighting of this candle today reminds us that our energy is a living force, magnetic, responsive, and co-creative. In shamanic practice, intention spoken aloud becomes a kind of spell, aligning our vibration with the unseen forces that shape reality. When we trust our readiness, we become a clear channel for the experiences and allies that want to find us. The clear channel is the same as trusting our own inner light to live from courage and love and trust. The shamanic journey invitation for each of us today is what energy. Remember, we went through a journey of changing energies early to get to this moment. What energy am I radiating right now? And what is it calling toward me? Allow yourself to feel that. The energy of the question, the answer that comes forward. I said earlier that I feel it's going to be a time of reflecting. My last 2 days has been a time of just listening. And my first teacher keeps coming into my being today, or Dr. Kennedy Schultz. And I feel to share this today as if he's present with us by means of the light, and anyone else that's moved to the beyond for any of us that we would like to bring in. And hear these words continuous. The old ones, meaning those that have moved on, are whispering today. They're whispering. This is what they're saying to you. Your energy is a beacon. Spirit responds to your vibration. So speak as if the path is already opening. Desire is a spell when spoken with trust. You are drawing what you're ready to receive. And so let's sing the song together, Calling in the Light, and feel what we're drawing into our being today.
Yes, let's welcome the light in 2026. Calling in the light, calling in the light, calling in the light of love. Calling in the light, calling in the light, calling in the light of love. I am love. I am peace in my heart. I am free. I am spirit. I am soul. All together we are whole. Calling in the light. Put those hands together. Calling in the light. Calling in the light of love. 'Cause it's all about love, yeah. Calling in the light. We are calling in the light. We're calling in the light of love. Calling in the light of love. So it is. 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 Free heart. Free heart. Free heart.
Yeah, baby. So it is, Shantae. Don't sit down. You're going to sing a song, right? Her light got a little chaotic. You know what she's doing with her light, so. I'm so pleased, as I've said before, that we have these beloved two with us today. And they're such professionals and just, as you know, she and I have such a long, Ronnie and I have a long, rich history. And I'm looking forward to our history continuing. I was at a birthday dinner with friends on Friday evening at the Upstairs Jazz Cafe at Cipriani's in Beverly Hills. And I kind of had a little sense of what was going to happen around 9 o'clock, but I wasn't sure close to that. And we're sitting there having fun and celebrating, and the place is getting crazier and crazier and crazier. And in walks this glamorous being of light, all festooned in fur and dark glasses. And I knew he was headed towards the piano and performing with a fantastic jazz band, right? That was just wonderful. So I've had the wonderful, wonderful gift of being in the blessed energy of Bjorn Huggins in the last 48 hours already. So not just a star that's rising, but a rising star, baby. So very much so. So what do you guys have for us now?
We have a message.
Okay.
It's an everyday message, but I love bringing it forward, especially at the beginning of the year, as a reminder. It's real simple. It's really simple. We really can all live and give together. And that's what this song says. Wish the day would come when we all are one, living in this land, walking hand in hand. Now wouldn't that be grand if we could all live together, deep within our hearts? That's the place to start, where we can erase all degrees of hate. Now wouldn't that be great? Then we can all learn to live and all learn to give and have togetherness. There will be joy on every face, and joy would appear. And I wish the day were here, we'd be together, all together now. Let us take a vow. From this very day, everyone will pray, 'cause that's the only way that we can all learn to live and all learn to give and have togetherness. There will be joy on each and every face. Joy will appear, and I wish the day were here, we'd be together. Oh, I wish the day were here. We could pray. Everyone will pray. That's the only way that we can all learn to live. We can all learn to give. We all learn to live together. Oh, learn on every face. Oh, be together. Come on, all together now. Let us take a vow. From this very day, everyone's gonna pray. It's the only way. That's the only way we can can live together. Oh, we will all learn to live. We can all learn to give. We can all learn to live together. Oh, learn. Oh, live. Oh, give together.
Both of yous, not just, but yes. I love the, thank you. Yeah, uh-huh. I love the lyrics of the, it was maybe one day we can all live. Yeah. And so how about we all decide the first 4 words I have on my notes today is decide that today is the day for that, right? Like today is the day, and it's not an impossibility that we can all live together in harmony. But for that to be our experience, we must each decide that that is our reality. We must decide that that is the frequency that we're going to emanate and to radiate, and to use the power that is within us, and to shine our light, and to do that with courage, and to do that with, looking for the piece of paper I had before, it doesn't matter. And with the trust, right? It really comes down to us using, acknowledging our light, and then shining it and using it and understanding the construct, if you will, the construct is the word they'll use, regarding the way the universe works, right? We are here as a community that practices the science of mind, and whether it was back when I started this in 1982 and we were known as churches of religious science, or then we became centers for spiritual livings, and then set parts of the, it doesn't matter what any of those names are relative to organizationally. But what I'm leading with that is that in many of these centers across the world, as has taken place almost always in these centers through the month of January, is readdressing the first 4 chapters of the book, The Science of Mind. And I think that that's so wonderful for us to do that, because it takes us back to the foundational components of the teaching of the science of mind. It reminds us all of those tenets and those fundamental components of life, and the principles themselves and the topics themselves. But it also gives us the opportunity, should we have been a part of it the year before, the year before, the year before, to be reflective on where we've been on our journey. Our journey of finding personal self-empowerment through a spiritual awakening, which is the vision statement for our community. This week I was reviewing many of our previous services and YouTube videos, looking for something in particular, and I came across the one from our in-person service last year. And I remember 2 things or 3 things that came out of that, and one was, Rebecca, happy birthday. Your phone was going off in that, if you recall, and we were referencing it was Gwen calling from the other side, and you all were telling me how good I looked. And so, no, I look better, baby, but yes, but thank you. But aging well, right? And as fun and as in jest as that is, and how true it is too at the same time, what it does provide for all of us is that opportunity to be reflective, while being very conscious and purposeful to not live in the past. You know, today I've been very emotional, as you can sense from the energy that's coming out. And I'm on the journey in my life when those emotions stir up to be in tune with myself, lowercase s, and myself, uppercase S, to say, okay, what's that about? Like, what was that emotion about? Not judging it, just what was that about? And when I open up, that was about cherishing this, cherishing this, cherishing this, and cherishing my past, every step of it along the way, personally and spiritually, and my teachers along the way. And I referenced Dr. Kennedy Schultz earlier, and we all have those teachers, I'm sure, and one of them for me was Fred Wilson. And when I studied with him for years, he's the person that introduced the statement in my life, "Today is the day, fill in the blank." And someone who was not a religious or spiritual person, that was his mantra to create a shift in consciousness to then declare what it is the individual, you want to experience in life, while at the same time being declarative as to creating that shift and the power in the universe that responds accordingly. Fred used to say, it's important and imperative for all of us to remember all the time, opportunity is everywhere, and it's multidimensional. Now, those are not words that Ernest Holmes used in the book, The Science of Mind, or his teachings, but he used these words. There is the thing itself. That's another word for opportunity, this effusive, infinite power that exists everywhere. And it's there for you and I to experience and express, and we do that through our thoughts and our beliefs and our actions and our reactions and our interactions with it, the very thing itself. And then to remember that it responds to how we know ourselves as that. That's the way it works, today's topic, because it responds to us by corresponding. And so what we are then open to being invited to do and to be on this journey of finding personal self-empowerment through a spiritual awakening is to understand that that multidimensionality of the thing itself exists, yes, by that which we can see, touch, taste, feel, but it's also that which is within, right? We feel it on different levels. We tune in at different levels. We have both the past and we have the potential of the future. We have the present moment. All of that, if you will, is a different facet of the diamond, of the thing itself, while understanding and declaring and acting as if we know where we know that we know that we know that there's still only one, that we live in a life of oneness. Holmes addresses that in this way, and to also remember that all of this is happening through us, not to us. Who this week at some point may have thought like you're a victim of the circumstances and conditions of the world? You're not, unless you think you are. And if you think you are, then you are. And it's okay to think you are. But then as one of my other teachers, and many of y'all used to say, then the next step would be to get over it, Blanche, and choose anew. Do you guys who used to say that? David Walker. That was his mantra for change your thinking, change your life. Get over it, Blanche. In other words, make a conscious decision to then think differently. Holmes tells us in the very beginning of the book, you, meaning each one of us as individualized expressions of the only thing there is, you are one with the mind of God, the thing itself, spirit, causation, life itself. There is that within every individual which partakes of the nature of universal wholeness, and so far as it operates, is God. Since it is what it is and works in the way it works, it appears then through the individual, through their belief and acceptance, that it is done unto each one of us as we believe. Now, wherever you may be on your personal, individualized journey of finding personal self-empowerment through a spiritual awakening, I invite you to let today be the day that if anywhere at all in your awareness, whether it's consciousness or subconscious, that you believe that statement is punitive, get over it, Blanche. Intentionally let it go. And make the decision today, on this day, the 11th of January in the year 2026, at let's just say it's 11:03 a.m. Pacific time, to decide that every time you become aware of or speak or hear that it's done unto you as you believe, you go, hell yeah it is. And what I believe is that I am good, and that I am love, and I am peace, And I am power and beauty and joy and light and life and love and wisdom and all of those things. And because I believe that, and because I know that I'm one with the thing itself, and because I live in a universe that's governed by spiritual law, and I know that the way it works is the way it works, whether I want it to or get pissed off that it is doing, it still works that way. Therefore, by choosing to own who I am, that which I experience reflects it. How do we know that? You know how we know that? Because in this room alone, about 31 and a half minutes ago, we went, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om, and looked into each other's eyes and felt each other's heart and have the wisdom and the intellect to know that it's not your heart and my heart, it is the heart. It is one heart. It's the heart of God. Today, it's my objective for us to begin to, in a very simplistic, basic, but purely intentional way, to change our approach to how we're living life. Not judging what was, not even celebrating what is to come, just by understanding and accepting the way it works. I'm going to read to you an article that's published from the book Living Consciously by my dear friend Reverend Carol Carnes. And she always opens with these words, "Dear friends." Many of you have heard this before, but I invite you to hear it in you. Imagine living in a reality where things appear to be separate and distinct from one another, but are actually one unified livingness, where sentient beings share the same mind but do not know it, where a field of awareness undergirds all forms and is available to the form as inspiration and creative thought, but where the being itself thinks it's limited to or by its past experience. Imagine a world where many think the source of their good is somewhere beyond their reach, and they cannot access it, that somehow they're not deserving of its bounty, or that only a few are, and the rest of us are inferior beings. Now just be open that you may not think that way, but there may be somewhere within you that may have at some point, or may hold that true. She goes, "Ha, hilarious. What a world would that be?" Those beliefs would produce violent crime, war, sexism, racism, homophobia, child abuse, depression, insanity, all kinds of addictions, religions that exclude, poverty, oppression, and every other kind of limitation based on fear. Fear. False evidence appearing real. It's not hard to imagine, she writes. Just look around. It's the world that we inhabit. Our problems are problems of perception, of misinterpretation, of ancient wisdom, of mental manipulation by those who fear their own perceived powerlessness. Now, today is the day, now, imagine how simply and quickly our shared reality could change. It could be a quantum jump from ignorance to enlightenment. It can only come about by means of each of us standing up. When did we stand up earlier? Om Shanti. By standing up and declaring our freedom from tyranny of all kinds, beginning with the tyranny of our own limited thinking. Peace. Purposeful energy activates conscious evolution. Peace is ours right now. And so is everything, every other thing our hearts long for, and that deep inside we know are ours to claim and to share. Let's make it real. Demonstrate our truth. Now, as I shared with you earlier, all of what I'm doing today is purposeful. And when I had us sit and get silent and reflect and feel that very spiritual energy, which we all need to practice as much as we can, then I had to jump up and move around and feel your Om Shanti energy, right? To put into example exactly what she's telling us here. Not to judge the moment of Om, but to realize, should we desire a different experience in life, what is ours to do is to stand up and to engage in it. To be the very thing that we desire to experience, and to remember that the way it works is that the law responds in like. Always. 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 And our role in that experience, besides declaring that which we desire to experience, is to shift our perception. Have a perception of our truth and not a misinterpretation of it, of a limited thinking. This past week, I've been living with 3, for lack of a better term, mantras or quotes as the basis for engaging in my life. And it's been so fabulous doing it because the universe has done things that's been mystical and fun and freaky and fun and freaky and fun and mystical and all of that. And I keep returning back to the 3 pieces as a triune of my own journey at the moment. And here's what they are. And I invite you to hear them and invite them in for yourself as a spiritual practice, rhythmically, intellectually, intuitively, and as an experiment of your own spiritual nature. And I begin with the quote by Deepak Chopra regarding intention. And it's interesting, I've been using this quote for years and realized as I researched it this week, I've actually been using it a bit incorrectly. Now, at first I thought, oh man, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? And I was like, no, it doesn't matter, because what matters is what does it mean? And to then hear the way it's written today to use in a different way. Here's the quote. Inherent in every intention and desire is the mechanics for its fulfillment. All along I've been saying inherent in the seed of desire is the fulfillment. Tomato, tomato, potato, eggplant, right? Inherent in every intention and desire is the mechanics for its fulfillment. Intention and desire in the field of pure potentiality have infinite organizing power. And when we introduce an intention into the fertile ground of pure potentiality, we put this infinite organizing power to work for us. Now, I don't know what that quote means to you in this moment, but what I invite us all to be open to is, should you desire to have the intention to draw in $1 million or to heal the world, God bless you, child. But my invitation is to have it be, to become more acutely aware of the thing itself that you're imbued with, and a practice of the way it works in a way that brings forth through each one of us not only the desire, but the courage and the willingness and the action to stand up and let our inner light shine. And then to let our inner light shine. And then to let our inner light shine. And to understand that that shining of our light is indeed a vibration. It's a vibration because everything's energy. And as we emanate that vibration, because we live in a universe that's governed by spiritual law and as exemplified by our Om Shanti experience earlier, that which we emanate and radiate and let out must be returned to us. Why? The second part of the triune of my we. This quote. Your frequency is contagious. Hallelujah, hell yeah. Say, yeah. You can just say Om Shanti. There you go. Your frequency is contagious. I'm going to read the whole thing to you. When you regulate your nervous system, everyone around you feels it. When you embody your frequency, you give others permission to do the same. Your transformation isn't selfish. It's the most generous gift you can give to the world. Heal yourself. Heal the collective. Om Shanti. The piece of this that I used for myself, which might have seemed selfish, but it addresses it in the third element of this, is not really about others, albeit I understand the way the universe works. It's about the self. It's about tending to my own awareness and my own frequency and my own nervous system. Your frequency is contagious. When you regulate your nervous system, when you embody your frequency, your transformation isn't selfish. Heal yourself. What is that telling us? It's saying that when we consciously live in a way that we know that our frequency is contagious, when we regulate our nervous system, how we feel, how we think, how we act, how we react, how we interact, how we respond, how we desire, right? Regulate doesn't say control, it says regulate. Say be a conscious participant in the way that that's unfolding in life, because the universe responds in like time. When you do that, then you're not only giving others permission to do the same, and that's not being done out of arrogance, by the way. That's being done by understanding the way the universe acts. Remember the exchange of Om Shanti? That's what you were doing, because you were radiating your Om Shanti-ness. Those that connected with that responded. How many people responded? Everyone in the room, right? Because the energy is contagious. That which you put out comes back to you. That is the way Ernest addresses this in the second chapter of the book, the way it works. Heal yourself. Now, healing yourself isn't fixing something that's wrong. Healing in the context of this philosophy, faith, and way of life is an act, as Ernie says, of revealing your wholeness. It's revealing your oneness. It's being aware and accepting and in tune with who you are, whether you want to be it or not. It's who you are. So now let's go back to 1 before we got to 2, before we get to 3. 1, intentions. Inherent within the seed of intention is the mechanics for its fulfillment. Intention and desire in the field of pure potentiality have infinite organizing power. In other words, the minute you set your intention, it's already organizing itself to do what? To prove itself to you by experience. What's your role in that? Open your eyes, girlfriend. That's your role. Open your eyes, open your ears, and most importantly, well, maybe 2 most importantly's, open your mind and open your heart, because it's coming to you. And if you really were to break it down in the way we teach it here, it's not coming to you, it's already here. That's the way it works, because your frequency is contagious. Set the intention, have the desire, your frequency moves out, and here's the third piece. Nothing is coincidence. Nothing is coincidence. That's worth an exhale for sure. It goes on to tell you, every soul you meet is written in your destiny. Every soul you meet. How many souls do you experience in the room right now? We know there's all the ones we can see, right? Right? And we're all here by divine design. Now, one might think that that's because there's some external force bringing it together. There is. But it's not sitting up in some chair in the sky saying, I think today Carla and Becky will hang out with Tamara and Keith's going to be up there. It's because your frequency is contagious. It's because you're a field of magnetic energy and you're drawing into your world that which is a reflection of itself always, because it's impersonal. So then nothing is coincidence. Every soul you meet is written in your destiny to teach you, to heal you, or to love you, or all of the above. The key to that is not viewing that as punitive. It's by viewing that as opportunity is everywhere. And it's multidimensional. It's in the music, both written and played. It's in the piano. It's in the light. It's in you. It's in me. And it's in all the energies that's in the room. Today, I want us all to open our mind to remember that we're all interconnected via mind, and that we access it through our field of awareness, and that we live in a universe that's governed by spiritual law, and this law responds to us by providing corresponding experiences. We access it through our intentions and our frequencies, and we're here for transformation. In other words, transforming, changing that which is to that which is to that which is. And healing is being called forth from us, through us, and not to remedy what's wrong, but to reveal that which already is. Whether we're tuned in or not, We're each on a journey of finding personal self-empowerment through a spiritual awakening. We get to have all the spiritual awakenings we desire. Desire is a part of the intentions. So set the intention today and be detached from how they show up. Sometimes that's really fun, and sometimes that's really easy, and sometimes it sucks, but it's all part of the journey. And as we stay tuned in on the journey of finding personal self-empowerment through a spiritual awakening, then life itself changes. Remember that no matter where we're going, how we're walking, how we're thinking, always the old ones are whispering today. And the old ones are those that are gone before. Why does that matter? Because mind is not bound. And so today, as I shared with you earlier, I'm going to close with these words as an affirmation for each of us, a declaration, an agreement in consciousness, I believe, for all of us, that when we move beyond the four walls of this beloved sacred space that we share together, if we're in person or online, however you may be, trusting and knowing that wherever you may be is also a sacred space today, to open up, to letting the foundation of your past carry you forward, while remembering the objective is to go forward as beings of light and love. The old ones are whispering today. Your energy is a beacon, and spirit responds to your vibration. And so speak as if the path is already opening. Desire is a spell when spoken with trust and with courage, I might add. You're drawing what you're ready to receive. Open up. It's there already, and so it is. Thank you. What do you have for us? We're ready to receive.
It's a love song dedicated to all of us. With the message, we are all important. There are no coinky-dinks. We are supposed to be here. And in celebration, this is about love. This one, that one, each one is God's gift to the world. Do you believe it? We are, they are. Each one is God's gift to the world. There are no extra people in a mansion or a ghetto. From where you start your journey, anywhere you go. So look across the ocean, see those distant corners, or see the one beside you. Look in their eyes, look in their eyes long enough, and you will know that this one, talking about you, and that one, talking about you. Each one is God's gift to the world. That all the lonely people first ones and the last ones, all the great and small ones, ones that win, and even the ones that lose. To all of those remembered, all the ancestors, and even those forgotten, every single nation, I believe these words are true. Yes, I do. For me and you, that we are, say it, we are, they are, each one is God's gift to the world. Turn to somebody and say, you are. Here we go. You are. You. Say, I am. I am. Claim it. We all are God's gift to the world. Now look at somebody else from on the other corner. We are. I am. We all are God's gift to the world. Hold your heart. We're God's gift to the world. Hold your heart. We're God's gift to the world. Say it like you believe it. We're God's gift to the world. Yes. Remember that. Remember that. On those dark nights, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, fabulous. Thank you. You're both God's gift to the world. And I'm sure both of you can attest to this, that that gift does no one any good if it stays inside. It's about sharing it. And so the key is to shine your light and give your gift, right? And just trust that whatever it is, however it is, and as it shows up in the moment, that's the perfection and wholeness of the divine itself. I can guarantee you that as the next 7 weeks unfold before we come together again, stuff's going to show up, because it did in the previous 7 days, right? Yeah. So, I'm sorry, David Walker just came into my mind. He just kind of showed up. David used to say, he used to teach us this as ministers. He said, always remember all God's children got stuff, but don't see them as their stuff, right? We see, yes, we all got stuff. We're living life. That's part of being human. But we're that which is transcendent of the stuff, right? So the stuff is forever changing. Our role is to change our frequency, both of how we see ourselves and then how we be and how we see others. And so that is really the core of today's lesson. And I use that term lesson very specifically because my first teacher, Dr. Kennedy Schultz, would do his thing. He never moved from away the podium. He would stand behind the podium all day and he would do what he had to say. And then when he ended, he would lean in, he would raise his finger and he would point to you all and say, and so ends the lesson. And he was done. What he was saying was, I'm done and so are you. That's what he was saying. Hey, old school metaphysics, gotta hang on, love it as it is, right? Thank you all for being here today. What a glorious time we've had together, experiencing the light, shining the light, reflecting the light, being the light, and accepting the responsibility to take it with us and shine it as we go. I can guarantee you that when you open up to it being different, and I'm going to practice what I preach with my clients, speaking with a period. Practice, I just kind of lost my train of thought for a second. Here's what I wanted to say about that. Make sure that when we leave here today, each of us individually and collectively, we set the intention to reframe the story. Not rewrite it, not like January 6th. Reframe it. reframe it. See it with a different set of eyes. See it with a different perspective. Be open to the light shining differently. And then trusting the universe, because good is present. And it's present by means of you and by means of me. Good is part of the abundance of the universe. And so I say thank you to Arne and Briard today for being here and bringing us such fabulous, fabulous, fabulousness. A thank you to Travis Smith, who's always working so diligently and hard for us. Thank you to Robert Hensley setting us up online. A big thank you to Javi, who does the work setting up our tables and breaking all that down. To Scott, who is our building coordinator, so thank you to him to making sure that we are all in and safe and all that. And to our new security guard outside, I invite you to say hello to him. He's just fabulous and very attentive to making sure that he's taking very, very, very good care of us. Speaking of good, we exist and thrive on the contributions of our community. And so now is an opportunity to provide financial support for who and what we are as a community so that we may continue to grow and to thrive. Your opportunities for doing that is, as Jesus passes through the room in just a second, he's going to extend his arm for you to extend yours and to put in the basket, as well as online and electronically. So as that happens, I invite you to say with me, today is the day. I give with love, trusting and knowing that the universe responds by corresponding. I love me, and I'm deeply grateful that today is the day. And so it is. A huge thank you to our beloved Sherry Bazanis, whose birthday was yesterday, 2 days ago. Anyway, there are a group of January birthday-ins in the room, and Sherry brought us a cake. If you're a Capricorn in January and your birthday, raise your hand.
Wow!
Yeah, so look at what you tuned into, Sherry. And so can we sing that song that starts with an H and the second word with a B?
That's what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Hey. Happy birthday. If it's your birthday, stand up. Happy birthday. Everyone extend your arms. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Johnny Parker.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. You're wonderful. You are wonderful. Happy birthday. Woo!
Yeah, I'm standing. So there will be cake that the birthday-ins are gonna gather around, she's asked if we wanted candles. I said, no, I'm not a fan anymore of people blowing on the cake I'm gonna eat. So we're not. So there's other stuff here, I believe. And just know that next Sunday is my birthday, so there's a special presentation happening online. Join us all online next week and the next weeks till we come together in February, as well as a reminder that we have an e-newsletter that goes out tomorrow, and there is weekly, daily text. I just did all the text through the 3rd of February. It was a lot yesterday, but it's all done and ready for all of you. And please, if you're available, or make yourself available, or set the intention to be a part of the midweek morning meditation on Wednesday mornings at 8:30 a.m. It is really an incredible way to tune in to reframe both your day and the days ahead. And start planning to be here in February, I think it's the 15th, and invite friends. Love the group that we have in here today. I love all of you. It'd be great to have even more. We have more chairs, so we definitely can fill up even the few that are empty today. And that. So, let's close our eyes. As I hearken back on my journey, and my great spiritual teachers, I speak this spiritual mind treatment in deep gratitude for all that existed prior to now. There is one mind. It's the mind of God. Each and every one of us is that mind. And so we say thank you to every time we've heard that before and resonated with it and tuned into it. And then set the intention right now for that to be our foundation from how we grow. I speak my word for everyone hearing my voice, and to know that you align with these words. I am that power. I am that presence. I am an individualization of the only thing that is. I know this, I accept it, and I use it, imbued with the wisdom that I'm imbued with. So I'm excited to set intentions in my life, to invoke my desires and know that the mechanics for their fulfillment is already happening, baby. It's happening. So my role, once again speaking it for all that can hear my voice, not my role, but each of our roles we accept with, is to be attentive to our frequency, because it's contagious. So how do I remember that? Here's how. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om. And then as I tune into the frequency of the illumined candle, and to know in my mind's eye what that light looks like, which is a flame, yes, of faith, but I also hearken back to humanity as it came to be on this planet. And both the amazement and potentially the fear of the first time it witnessed fire. And to appreciate that historical context while letting it go and opening to a new perspective. And then to set the intention right now that as the flame is extinguished and I see it in my mind's eye, I affirm for myself, once again speaking as each one of us, that healing is happening. A revelation of the only thing there is, God. And as we rise, each of us individually and collectively, metaphorically and literally, from our seats to sing Let There Be Peace on Earth, we know that every engagement that we have in life is demonstrating, manifesting, and personifying the statement that there are no coincidences. Every soul we meet is a part of our destiny. And equally as important is we're a part of theirs. Therefore, we're clear of what we bring. And we let go of what doesn't matter anymore. As exemplified by the dropping of the cup. We let it go. And let it be. So breathing in together and exhaling. Opening your eyes if that's comfortable and safe. Rising from your seat. Letting this mantra of a song called Let There Be Peace on Earth be a resonance field, a declaration, a mantra, and a reality. And so it is.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth,
Yes. Go and eat cake. Right. Right. Just acting like